Hello my gorgeous Aquarius, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Aquamarini, and it's in between the 20th and the actual 26th of June 2022. My goodness, what a week you are about to have. You've got a bit of up, you've got a bit of down, you have got a bit of everything this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini. But most importantly, at the beginning of this week, it is about an important conclusion that you are going to have, and this important conclusion that you are going to have, oh my god, it's just to do with like a really complex situation that was highlighted over the last 6 to 7 months, but it was really draining your energy so much, especially over the last 3 months. Bless your heart. I think it's a lot to do with you trying to protect somebody very precious to you, somebody very important to you, and you know that person is maybe having around like some kind of like a negative entities or a negative people, maybe certain people around that person who you are trying to protect, who are trying to take an advantage of them, of that person, and the person that they are trying to take an advantage of means to you so much. It's like your family member, or it's like your great friend, or it's someone who means to you so much. So it's all coming from that, the conclusion that I'm talking about. Bless your heart. It's nothing even to do with you, but it's again showing your goodness, and it's again showing that you've just been kind of like a really trying to help to someone so much, and you are being so beautifully honest, and you are going to be rewarded that for spiritually, trust me, because by the time you get to the actual November and December 2022, there are two mind-blowing opportunities that you are going to have, and the two mind-blowing opportunities that you're going to have are not going to have anything to do with that person or this situation, but you will know that it does have everything to do with at the same time. It's very difficult to explain, but you are going to be able to connect the dots, and you will see exactly what I mean. So it's all about this important conclusion that you are going to have. And the last 3 months, you were worrying about it so much, and this is important because the natural next step after that moment in time is, after this conclusion, is like you will know exactly, like there is some kind of like something it's going to be left for you to explore. But before that exploration, there is going to need to be a very serious conversation in between you and somebody else. But this is going to be good, this is going to be brilliant. So this in itself is going to have a few different stages, but then again, it's brilliant because at the same time, I can tell you that another thing I wanted to mention, you are going to become aware of the actual social gathering or some kind of celebration. This is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so you're going to become aware of some kind of social gathering, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You're going to become aware of some kind of celebration, but at the same time, I need to make you aware of this. When it comes to this social gathering, when it comes to this celebration, it's just, you need to understand, it's like you kind of are gonna be at a certain element within yourself. You're gonna have a certain vibration. You not that you're gonna be stressed, but there is a lot going to be on your mind. And sometimes when we have a lot on our mind, and then when we relax a little bit, we don't contain that balance, and then we respond to people and to the situation in a slightly different way. Sometimes we miss certain things around us, and sometimes we just kind of can very easily waste our energy as well. But it's just from not maybe kind of getting and seeing things clearly. So something is going to be on your mind. It's nothing too bad, it's nothing too horrible, but it's going to drain your energy a little bit. And that in itself, it's really going to kind of like make something attractive to you so much. And what is going to become attractive to you when it comes to that social gathering? It's just pretty much so. I don't like it at all. It's to do with the bondage. With a negative bondage. I do not like this whatsoever. And it's also to do with the actual temptation. And it's also to do with like a lot of materialism. And it's also to do with like a kind of unhealthy attachment. It's rather kind of to do with something immoral and rather unethical at the same time. Oh God, sorry. I can hear. I heard the road, and it was like, I don't know. Did you hear it? It's like almost like before the crash, like when it's the break, It's like, God, this was the sign. This was the sign, my gorgeous Aquamarini. I don't know. Did you hear this or not? But I had to leave the window open because in England it's just so hot today, and of course that we are not used to it. It's like, oh my God, it's hot. It's hot. What am I gonna do? It's so true though. It's only like about a couple of days of like a hot weather that we get here, especially now lately. You know what I mean? But anyway, so it's like a basically. Yes, so it's like when you are like when you find yourself like within this social gathering, just pay attention to this temptation, please. This is important for you to kind of ignore. So it's to do with the unhealthy attachment completely, and you will be able to recognize this. But through that also you are, it's to do with a particular person, it's to do with a particular group of people, but also through that, you are gonna realize some kind of a little secret about someone who is close to you and who is important to you, and this secret is really going to surprise you. Somebody very close to you, very important to you. This is going to surprise you, but you were just hoping that this is not going to be the truth. But then again, you need to know this, because you need to know the truth, and this is going to help you to make the best possible decision later on, because within the next few weeks there is a really mind-blowing decision that you're going to make, and that is going to be different purely because of now what am I seeing here. And also on another hand, is to do with an unexpected change. It's like pretty much so to do with an unexpected change, which is going to really kind of make you aware of this, like, you know what I mean, like this other person is to do with a bit of a deception, but then again at the same time it is just gonna really make you aware of what you need to be aware of, because if you weren't aware of this, you wouldn't be able to kind of like walk away, you wouldn't be able to be aware of exactly what do you need to walk away at this moment in your life, at this time in your life, and it's gonna surprise you, but you will know that this is the right thing to do, because it's all about this continuance of a certain path. It's all about you walking away, moving on, but also leaving behind things that no longer serve you. This is important because this is the time for healing, but it's also going to make you aware to seek more truth. It's going to make you aware to seek more insight, my gorgeous Aquamarini. So by the time you get to the midweek, it's like all about you kind of like understanding that you have to be as objective as you possibly can. You need to release negative or frightening thoughts. I know that it sounds like, oh my God, it's weird. No, baby, no. This world, I said this so many times, it's not meant to be easy. In fact, on earth, each one of us chose to come here. Each one of us chose to come to live on the earth. And the earth, it's a very difficult planet. It's a very, very difficult planet indeed. So we, as a spirit, on our spiritual journey, there is so much that we need to fight. There is so much that we need to go through. Okay, but it's the part of life. It is not meant to be pink, blue and purple. It is not meant to be beautiful and easy all the time. So this is why I want you to understand, that this is also giving you the opportunity to heal the darkest parts of yourself that are still, for whichever reason, holding you down, and they're going to be holding you down until you learn something very specific about yourself. By the same time, you need to be strong enough to deal with like a situation like that, where you're going to like kind of feel a little bit of like kind of uneasiness at around the midweek. But then again, you need to be objective and release negative or frightening thoughts, and you will know what this is, because they're gonna come to you quite a lot before you go to sleep, or when you're trying to chill out, or when you're trying to relax. But it's brilliant because it's giving you the opportunity to actually heal yourself, which is exactly what you're gonna do, because that kind of made you to lose a little bit of control, and that made you to lose a little bit of confidence over the last 11 months. So now you just must remember to not give up whatsoever, because this is going to affect your progress directly indeed, but it's also going to point out the little bit of a harmful ambition. Okay, this in itself, it's also going to be highlighted, and that in itself, it's going to require from you a bit of a further digging, especially when it comes to you feeling that like you need more enclosure, because you will become aware, you're going to feel a little bit incomplete, but then at the same time it's all about you kind of like being aware of the fact to not to be kind of stroppy or anxious when it comes to the actual next thing, you know, next option. This is the beginning of emotional recovery, my gorgeous aquamarini. So we need to go down in order to go up, okay? This is exactly what's happening here. You're gonna dive very, very deep, my baby. But then again, oh gosh, God. But the deeper you dive, the more you're gonna heal yourself, my gorgeous aquamarini. Indeed, because this midweek, sorry, it's bringing you the actual emotional recovery through your own slow healing, and also it's going to become, things are going to become so less intense after this moment in time. And you know what? Someone is really going to surprise you, because someone is going to kind of apologize to you. And this apology is really going to surprise you so much. But this is also kind of important when it comes to your own karma, because I can see after that moment in time, you're about to forgive to someone. And this is going to have an effect on every single aspect of your life, because by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, it's all about someone very charismatic, someone very strong in your life, someone very self-assured, someone very independent, someone very enthusiastic. You know, that person is going to inspire you so much. That person is going to inspire you to open yourself up. That person is going to inspire you to feel what you want to feel what you didn't feel for a long time. So this is brilliant, and it's the beginning of the brand new you coming out with this process of the spiritual unfoldment that I'm talking about, you know. And this inspiration, it's really going to kind of like really inspire you in order to prevent like a further conflict in your life, in order to prevent further arguments in your life, you know, and things like that. So this in itself, it's absolutely brilliant. But on another hand, this person who is actually going to inspire you, it's going to play a bit bigger role, even bigger role than this, because you are going to actually realize that something that was like kind of hidden, something is going to be exposed to you because of that person, because of the knowledge that they're going to give you, what they're going to tell you. So it's all about you feeling very positive, inspired, but at the same time it's about this great sense of clarity, which is going to expose something that was hidden. So because of this person, you're going to become fully aware of exactly what you should become full aware at this moment in your life. It's going to give you such a mind-blowing, beautiful, powerful, rejuvenating idea, okay, which is almost immediately going to be connected to the actual vision. It's all about overflowing emotion and creativity that you're going to feel. This is going to get your spirit going. This is going to get your spirit rising, my gorgeous aquamarini. It's about very, very strong and powerful vibes that you are going to feel after this moment in time. There is someone very, very important about to start walking into your life, my gorgeous aquamarini. Someone very, very important when it comes to someone who is going to kind of like be such a strong part of your life and is going to literally stay there forever. Somebody who's like fundamentally going to change your life for the better. It's about to start walking into your life at the end of this week, and you will know this, let alone the fact that you are about to have a hope and optimism, and also at the same time you are gonna kind of become aware of that, you know, like the idea that I said, you know, the more the time go by, that idea is going to become more prominent and more prominent and more prominent. So first of all, there is going to be an idea, but then again, like about 3 or 4 weeks later, there is going to be so much that is going to be attached to that idea. So you just think about this idea, just one thing, like, oh my God, no baby, no, this is just the beginning. This is about to change so much. This is just the beginning. One idea is going to turn out to be like a 100 amazing, life-changing ideas indeed. This, my gorgeous aquamarini, is your turning point. By the time you get to the actual February and March 2023, by the time you get to the February and March 2023, your life is going to be completely different, and you will see an absolutely mind-blowing correlation with everything that was happening this week indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.